Well, I'm pleased to have with me Pastor Dan Lund. He serves the Church of the Damascus Road Ministry. It's one of the prison ministries of our Synod. Welcome, Dan.
Thank you for having me. This is exciting.
Yes. So for those who may not know anything about the Church of the Damascus Road, tell us a little bit about what that ministry is all about.
Well, Church of the Damascus Road, we got our start. I started prison ministry back in 2007. And I had spoke at a stewardship task force meeting with one of them characters from your church, Rolf. And they heard of me talking about our son who had been in prison, who had passed away. And they said, well, you need to start a prison ministry. And I said, I'd always like to do it, have done that. And there was a pastor from out at Stanford area, Bethany, out there out west of Breckenridge. And he said, well, I know the guy you just need to talk to. So he introduced me to Joe Wagner, and I started prison ministry in 2007. At that time, it was called Accepting Grace Ministries. Then Joe, he got sick, and eventually he passed away of cancer. And then in 2013, Bishop Knaus from our Synod, NTNL, went inside with me, and we had quite an exciting morning. Well, first of all, I preached, and Bishop, I looked over and he's crying. I said, what's the matter, Bishop? He said, it's the first time I've cried in all the years of preaching in here and one other time in Sierra Leone. And we baptized 12 men that morning. Then Pastor Franz asked if any of them would like to reaffirm their baptism. And you know, Craig, we had 90 more men come forward and reaffirm their baptism. So out of the 120 men in church, 102 of them gave their life to the Lord that morning.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then Bishop Knaus said, well, you said you should be in a church every Sunday. And I said, Bishop, my church is right here. I've been trying to tell you this for years. I want to have my own church inside the prison. Well, that became real on Palm Sunday, 2014. I was installed February 1st of 2014. Then I was installed on Palm Sunday, 2014. And I've been going inside ever since. And at the present time, we go inside 3 prisons, Craig. Where you're in, Pastor Craig, we're going in 3. We go in Jacksboro, which is the Lindsay State Jail. We go in Bridgeport, which is the Bridgeport Correctional Center. And we go in and out at Breckenridge, which is the Walker Sales Unit. So we're in front. I got a gentleman going into those 3, different gentlemen going into those 3 prisons today. I used to go in there. I don't have time to do that anymore as we've expanded. Oh, yes, we have Jay's Place, named after our son, who passed away after he turned his life over, gave his life to the Lord back in 2004. And this is named after him. This is a Christian Human Development Center that we have. We had the state only allows you to put 2 men to a room. So, Craig, we've got 15 rooms upstairs. This is a 12,000 square foot Baptist church, which we've had the opportunity and been blessed to purchase. And we have room for 30 men here. We don't have 30 here. We just got approved by the state. As of this morning, we have 5, or this afternoon. We just took him in at 2 o'clock this afternoon. We have 5 guys here. And this is exciting. The first 4, I've already seen all their lives change right in front of me, all for the better. One guy said, this is the only place he's felt at home in his entire life, where he's felt welcome. He's I'm here to stay.
Yeah. So that you provide like lodging and food and help them find employment, correct?
Yeah. You know what? We got 12 different people wanting to employ guys that come in. This guy that came in last week, he hadn't even checked in yet. There was a guy here standing there. He said, I need some help. Can you help me on Wednesday? These guys going to church, going to work this Wednesday. He's already got a job. This is amazing. Yeah. We furnish them with food, a place to stay. I think it's very important that people know we don't charge them nothing to come here. We're a church. We cannot charge them. We don't charge them. The program's 90 days. And then we can review it. They can stay up to 6 months, but review it every 30 days thereafter, Craig. Mm-hmm. And also, we are teaching them the ability for carpentry, plumbing, heating. Even the Baptist Church, who has financed us, there's a master electrician who's going to teach them how to become journey electricians.
Wow.
We're even teaching them, going to start teaching them the David Ramsey course. That's money management.
Yes.
This is powerful. Then once they get a job and they get out, no, we're not going to charge them something. We're going to ask them if they'd like to make a donation to our ministry. We have church services here every Sunday. I can't be here, so Tim, who I met inside Jacksboro 11 years ago, who's my associate here, he does the preaching here on Sunday. And by the way, he is going to PLM, Prairie Slave Ministry. And this fall, guess what, Craig? He's going to start the team program to become a Lutheran pastor.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I know that, the fact that you can't pass an offering plate at your, in the prison systems, your ministry is supported by congregations like ours. So the money that we give to you, what is that money used for?
Well, basically the money that is used for Bibles and books, and it helps pay the expenses for the people that go out, like to Tim. I pay him mileage. He gets a small stipend from us each month, but it covers our mileage to and from the prison and help offset the cost of the Bibles and the workbooks. I would like to say this, Craig, we're very blessed. We use that workbook from RPI Publishing, The Spiritual Journey of the 12 Steps. I have become very good friends with the publisher. She sells them to me for $5 a piece. On Amazon, they're $25. And she even sent a donation to Jay's place of $1,200 to help sponsor one of the bedrooms upstairs.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So
another way people can help, if they're Thrivent members in your organization or your congregation, they can use their choice dollars to us. And there's the cards you get $250, a card that's worth $250, two of them here, like gift cards. They can be used to purchase Bibles and so forth and help with the expense of our ministry. And of course, we take the Thrivent t-shirts. We pass them out for clothes for the guys, okay?
Yes, that's great. That's great. Yeah. So, well, we are just thrilled to be able to partner with you, Dan. Christ has commanded us to visit those who are in prison. And I know that's not everyone's gift, but we can partner with you who does have that gift and that passion. And we are just excited to do that. So
I want to thank you. First of all, I want to thank you for all the donations you've given us in the past. We couldn't be where we are today if we didn't have churches like you helping us. Second of all, I want to thank you for the donation you make this month. It's very helpful and needed. You are our chosen church for the month. And you can see our presentations every week on Facebook, Church of Damascus Road Prison Ministry, and the service is on there every Tuesday for the week. And on there it says service provided and furnished courtesy of Trinity Lutheran Church, Sherman, Texas. I thank you for that. But I think the most important is I want to thank you for your continued support and prayers. We need your help. And of course, this is God's ministry. It's no one else's but God's. And I want to just remember and say one thing. We deal with addiction all the time. Craig, it's very important to say is addiction is giving up everything for one thing. Recovery is giving up one thing for everything. And I think it's very important that we realize that because this is what it's about. It's God's ministry. It's not Dan Lund's. It's not Church of Damascus Roads. It's God's ministry.